I have never been a dad before, but the police said I have a 15-year-old daughter who needs a home because their mom is going to jail, send help. Turns out my ex, Kimberly from college, had my kid and never told me. She got busted for running an identity theft ring and told them I was the father to keep the kid out of foster care. The DNA test came back positive yesterday. I'm still in shock. So this morning, this tall girl with my exact nose shows up at my door with a social worker. She's wearing clothes that don't fit and carrying a trash bag. She looks me up and down and says, "You're shorter than I imagined." Great first impression. The social worker hands me a folder thick with paperwork and says, "Kimberly told her you abandoned them, just so you know what you're dealing with." Then she leaves us standing there in my doorway. Awkward silence. I ask if she's hungry. She shrugs and says, "Mom always said you were a deadbeat who ran away when you found out she was pregnant. Did you actually know about me?" My heart sinks. No, I had absolutely no idea you existed. Kimberly just disappeared one day sophomore year. Never returned my calls. She nods like she expected that answer. "Yeah, that sounds like Mom." I show her to my spare room, which is basically just a desk and an air mattress. She has one garbage bag of clothes, a beat-up laptop held together with duct tape, and a worn paperback book. That's it. 15 years of life. "Is this okay for now?" I ask. "We can get you actual furniture this weekend." She just stares at the room. It's bigger than what I had before. I order pizza for dinner because I literally have nothing else in the house. She eats like she hasn't seen food in days, which honestly might be true. When I ask what her favorite foods are, she just shrugs and says, "Whatever's available." Later that evening, I hear typing. Fast typing. I peek in, and she's on some coding website, building what looks like a complex game with multiple levels. The code is actually pretty sophisticated. I knock. "What are you working on?" She minimizes the screen quickly. "Nothing important." "Come on, I saw it. That looked like JavaScript. Pretty advanced stuff." She hesitates, then reopens it. "I'm teaching myself programming. Mom said college was for rich kids who could afford to waste time, but I figured I could learn everything online and maybe get a job someday." This girl taught herself coding while living with a criminal who told her education was pointless. I pull up my own laptop. "I'm a software engineer at a tech startup. Want me to show you some tricks?" For the first time since she walked in, she actually smiles. 3 hours later, we're debugging code together, and she's explaining algorithms I learned in graduate school. She's built this entire RPG from scratch with custom graphics and a leveling system. "How long did this take you?" I ask. "About 8 months. I work on it when Mom's out." I realize she probably coded this while Kimberly was out committing crimes. This is incredible. Seriously, this is better than some games I've seen professionals make. She gets quiet. "You really think so? Mom said it was stupid kid stuff. Your mom was wrong about a lot of things." She looks at me sideways. "Are you going to send me away when you get tired of me?" The question hits like a punch. "No, never. You're my daughter." I'm still figuring out what that means, but you're not going anywhere. She nods and goes back to typing. The next morning, I wake up to the smell of coffee. She's already up, showered, and made breakfast. Actual breakfast, not cereal. "Where did you learn to cook?" I ask. "Mom slept until noon most days. It was either learn or starve. I just inherited a genius who raised herself." 2 weeks later, she's enrolled in school and already talking about AP computer science classes. Her guidance counselor called yesterday to tell me she tested into advanced placement everything. Last night, she knocked on my door holding her laptop. "Want to see the updated version of my game?" She'd added a storyline about a character who finds out they have a family they never knew about. The player gets to choose if they want to stay and build relationships or leave and keep wandering, she explains. "What do most players choose?" I ask. She grins. "Stay. It's always better when you find your people." 3 months in, she calls me dad for the first time. It's casual, like she's asking me to pass the remote, but I almost cry right there on the couch. This kid saved herself for 15 years. Now maybe I can help save her too.